Hello everyone. In continuation with exercise 3.2 chapter Understanding Quadrilateral, today we will discuss question number 6. What is the minimum interior angle possible for a regular polygon? Minimum interior angle possible for a regular polygon. Children, as we know that polygon starts with minimum 3 line segments. So this is the first polygon which we get after joining 3 line segment. And the question is about regular polygon. So what type of regular polygon is this? This is a triangle, and regular triangle means all sides equal. It is an equilateral triangle. So what will be the interior angle of this regular polygon? So this is an equilateral triangle. We can suppose that each angle will be x, as we know that regular polygons are equiangular and equilateral. So let each angle be x degrees. We already know that sum of 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So x plus x plus x is equal to 180 degrees. 3x is equal to 180 degrees. X is equal to 180 upon 3, 60 degree. It means minimum interior possible angle for a regular polygon will be 60 degree. So 60 degree will be the measurement of a regular polygon. Now the B part is, what is the maximum exterior angle possible for a regular polygon? Now see the same figure. It's a triangle. If we extend this side, this angle you will get exterior. This is the exterior angle, and this interior plus exterior will make 180 degree linear pair. If interior angle is minimum, exterior will be maximum. So for this you will write, since an equilateral triangle has minimum interior angles, so the maximum exterior angle possible for a regular polygon will be 180 minus 60, which is 120 degree. So this is the maximum possible exterior angle for a regular polygon, and 60 degree will be the minimum. Now see the triangle. After triangle, which polygon you will get? A square, which is a regular, and each angle will be 90. So 60 is the minimum angle. After that, measurement will be, or interior angle will be increasing. In the same way, exterior angle is maximum 120 degree. As the number of side of polygon increases, this angle will decrease. Now the next concept is kinds of quadrilateral. Children, we know that what is a quadrilateral? A four-sided closed figure is a quadrilateral. So here we have different types of quadrilateral, which some special names are given to them. Today we will discuss that. So first type of quadrilateral is a trapezium. What is a trapezium? Trapezium is that type of quadrilateral whose one pair of opposite side is parallel. A quadrilateral whose one pair of opposite side is parallel. Figure will be so here in this figure, this side is parallel to this side. This marking shows indicates about the parallel. These sides are parallel. So name it ABCD. So ABCD is a trapezium where AB is parallel to DC. One pair of opposite side is parallel. Another type of figure for trapezium can be like this also. So here A, B, C, D. In this figure also AB is parallel to DC. If we talk about second figure, first, second. So first part is a trapezium. For second part, if these two sides are known as non-parallel sides. If non-parallel sides are equal, suppose length of AD is equal to length of BC. So they are non-parallel sides and length of non-parallel sides are equal. If they are equal, the quadrilateral or a trapezium is known as an isosceles trapezium. If non-parallel sides of a trapezium are equal, it is said to be an isosceles trapezium. Next we have second type of quadrilateral, which is a kite. Children, you can understand with the name only, kite. It is related to a shape of kite. A quadrilateral with exactly two pairs of adjacent sides equal. Two pairs of adjacent sides are equal. So I will draw a figure here. In this figure, name it as P, Q, R, S. In this figure, the PS and PQ are adjacent side and length of PQ is equal to PS. Similarly, this side is equal to this side. They are also adjacent side. So, the two pair of adjacent sides are equal. This is a kite. Now, properties of kite. Its properties are: number one, if I join PR and SQ, they are the diagonals of this kite. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other. It means diagonal PR and SQ are perpendicular to each other. Second property of kite is one of the diagonal bisects the other. So here this is the longer diagonal and this is the shorter. So longer diagonal is bisecting the shorter one. So this part is equal to this part, or I will mark double. So one diagonal bisects the other diagonal. Third one is one pair of opposite angles is equal. So here in this figure, this angle is equal to this angle, or angle S is equal to angle Q. So these are the properties of kite. Now next figure we have a parallelogram. This is the important type of quadrilateral. Questions are based on this quadrilateral or parallelogram. So what is a parallelogram? A quadrilateral with each pair of opposite sides parallel. Each pair means opposite sides are parallel. I'll draw a figure here. Let us suppose this is a parallelogram. Name of the parallelogram is A, B, C, D. You can name any. So in this parallelogram, each pair means these are the opposite sides. So this is parallel to this side. AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC. So pair of opposite sides are parallel. This is known as a parallelogram. Now properties of parallelogram are: first, opposite sides are equal. As the name of the quadrilateral is parallelogram, so it is very clear that opposite sides are parallel. And first property, which is equal also. So opposite sides are equal also. This side is equal to this side and this side is equal to this side. Second property is opposite angles are equal. Opposite angle, angle A is equal to angle C and angle D is equal to angle B. Measurement of A is same as C, measurement of B is same as D. So opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Third is adjacent angles are supplementary. It means, first of all, what are adjacent angles? A and B adjacent angle, B and C adjacent, C and D adjacent, D and A are adjacent. So angle A plus angle B, sum is always supplementary, means 180 degree. Angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degree. They are also known as co-interior angles. Next property is diagonals bisect each other. So in this parallelogram, AC is the diagonal and BD is another diagonal. There, let them intersect at point O. So AC and BD are intersecting at O and they are bisecting each other. It means length of AO is equal to OC and length of DO is equal to OB. These are the properties of parallelogram. Next we have elements of parallelogram. So some useful terms. Associated with four sides and four angles of parallelogram are: first is opposite sides, second is opposite angles, third is adjacent sides, adjacent angles, and diagonals of parallelogram. This is a parallelogram A, B, C, D. So here in this parallelogram, opposite sides AB and DC, one pair of opposite side, second pair is AD and BC. These are pair of opposite sides. Opposite angle, angle A, angle C, one pair, angle D, angle B, second pair. Adjacent side, AB and AD are adjacent sides, BA and BC are adjacent side, CB and CD are adjacent side. It means two sides sharing one common vertex. Both the sides are adjacent side. In the same way, adjacent angles, two angles sharing a common side, like angle A and B are adjacent angles sharing AB as common. Angle B and angle C are adjacent angles. So we have four pair of adjacent angles, two pair of opposite angles, two pair of opposite side, four pair of opposite angle, and four pair of adjacent angle and adjacent side. Then we have diagonals of parallelogram. So AC here and BD are the diagonals of parallelogram which bisects each other. These are the properties and elements of parallelogram, which is very, very important for this chapter. Now children, you will using all these properties and elements of parallelogram solve exercise 3.3 question number 1, 3 and 4. These three questions are based on properties of parallelogram and elements of parallelogram. Thank you.